Kathleen, and today I'm going to tell you about my top 10 favorite secondhand / small businesses that I'm just loving right now. If you're new to my channel, hello. I usually do thrift with me's and like illustration artsy content, but in the spirit of not going to the thrift store every week, why don't we just go to the thrift store online? Will I impulsively buy something by the end of this video? It's not the goal, but it is a possibility. Place your bets in the comments on how much self-control I'm going to be able to have. So all of the businesses in this video fit two criteria. Either it's secondhand or a small business, like an artisan, and they have under 10,000-ish followers on Instagram. Some of y'all gave me suggestions on Instagram, and we'll highlight those at the end of the video. Okay, on with the show. First, we're gonna start with secondhand clothing sellers, and we're beginning with a banger. We've got my friend Kristen over at Orange E Apple. I think I showed off one of Kristen's Orange E Apple pieces in like my very first thrift haul video almost a year ago. Time flies. Anyways, I bought this beautiful piece from her, and I'm just her biggest fan. So for each of these different sellers or businesses, I'm gonna give you kind of the vibe check, what it's all about. So Kristen lives in Texas, and there's a lot of just comfortable, colorful vintage pieces here with a hint of that southwestern / southern flavor. So many fun patterns. That's one of my favorite things about this shop, is that the patterns and the colors are they just do it for me. You know, there's also a lot of fun denim, and the prices are wonderful. So what I wanted to do was to pick my favorite piece from each shop, and then we can pull them all together at the end and just revel in the glory. All right, so one of my favorite things that Kristen sources are graphic sweaters. She just finds the best. Like, look at this. Look at this. A little black and white moment, a little kitty moment. Incredible. So let's find a sweater that we like. Oh yeah, here it is. Boom. Easy peasy. Although it is already sold, I'm still going to appreciate it. That little green checkerboard. Oh, and the tomatoes. Eek. Gross. Boom. The beginning of a beautiful vision board. 10 out of 10 wood orange e-apple. Again, moving on, I asked Kristen over at Orange E-Apple to send me some of her favorite sellers right now. So these next couple are recommendations from her. We've got Dusty Star Co. And the vibe here is that it is very trendy, very wearable, and very light and breezy. The pale colors, chef's kiss. The light smattering of patterning. That was an interesting word combination. Chef's kiss. If you're looking for a trendy summer look, why not check out Dusty Star Co. The prices are really reasonable as well. Favorite piece? Let's see. Ooh, these pants though. I wonder if she made these, like painted on some corduroys. Yes, please. Screenshot. Cute dog. Photoshop, don't fail me now. Very nice. On to the next. Okay, I think this is my favorite recommendation that I got from Kristen. This is West Texas, another Texan secondhand slinger. I really love the name West Texas, like West Texas, you know? There is no shortage of color, of pattern, of vintage charm on this page. When I was looking at this earlier, it really felt like this is the kind of clothing that I feel like a cartoon character would wear. And that is no joke, something that I strive for as well. I adore this top. Incredible. If I found this at a vintage store or a thrift shop, I don't even know what I would do. I mean, I would obviously buy it. That's what I would do. Look at these colors, man. Come on. Look at all these buttons. I want this. I just want this. I want this. Oh, sorry. Are those cows? Oh my gosh. There's almost too much goodness to choose from here, so let's go with my first true love, the sheer purple top. Boom. In we go. Come on. Come on. We definitely have a vibe going, a colorful vibe. All right, this one gets 5 hexes out of 5 hexes. We have our first Depop account. So this is Kirby Co Retro, run by Kirby. And this is giving Rainbow Bright Insane Clown Posse vibes in the best way. So I know this is a little bit off the wall. I recognize that, but if you're feeling a little bit brave, you want that one statement piece, then why not check it out here? We've got Cutler, we've got Haunted Doll vibes, and we have whatever this is. I love it. These jeans even have little rhinestones on them. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed with these. They're going on the mood board. I don't think these are really going to match with the rest of my aesthetic that I've got going on. What is happening to Photoshop? But I like them. That's all that matters. All right, let's continue this clown train with Katie McRoberts. We're moving out of secondhand clothing and we are moving into small creators and accessories. So Katie describes herself as an artist and leather worker, and just look at this. The harness work, the clown collar. It is truly a goal of mine to have one of Katie's pieces one day, but until then, maybe I'll make my own crappy version. You may have even seen Mina Lay wear one of her headpieces at Fashion Week, and this whole look, wow. I didn't know this was called a snood. Now I want one even more. Let's pick my favorite and move on. Let's go for this shot. That cropped blazer is incroyable. The queen of court jesters. Thank you, Katie McRoberts. All right, moving on. Oh, Pimlico. Okay, these little accessories are pure magic. We've got necklaces, bracelets, little barrettes. Duh, so cute. There's almost like a bit of a cluttercore / borrowers vibe going on here. I love the layering. I love the organic shape of the pearls and all the little colors thrown in there. Ooh! Now they're not exactly cheap, nor should they be because they are handmade, but I was thinking like if you're going to be a wedding guest or even in a wedding or you have a fancy event to attend, maybe you wear a more simple piece that you find from the thrift store or a vintage shop, and then you can really splurge on an accessory like this. I have a couple weddings to go to this summer and I'm kind of thinking that maybe one of these will be my statement piece. Very angelic, very ethereal. That gets a big kissy from me. All right, moving on. Oh wait, no, I need to pick my favorite one. I mean, I love this layered necklace. Let's go for this. Yeah. Oh, this is like one of my favorite Instagram accounts of all time. So this is, yeah, it's jewelry and it's just charms. Well, for the most part, it is solid gold charms that are a lot of the time are vintage, one of a kind. But I just love scrolling through this and just seeing the off the wall options that are out there. Like, why would someone make a solid gold pharmacist charm? You must really love that pharmacist in your life. If you're looking for a nice jewelry gift to give someone, whether it's your special someone or a best friend perhaps, the idea of getting them something one of a kind like this instead of just your classic, I don't know, gold locket, it feels so special to me. And there's a story behind it. I love. Like this stop sign when it says, "I'll never stop loving you." It's so cheesy. Oh, I love it. Anyways, like I mentioned, it is solid gold, so these are not cheap. Did you know gold is expensive? But there are some more affordable options, like for example, this Miffy charm is $135 compared to thousands. So what my recommendation would be to get a charm that you love at whatever price point you need it to be at, but then go to the thrift store and get a chain. That's what I did, and I think like my very first thrift with me video ever. I really like this one. Heart magnet. It's not my fault. Why would you make this? Oh, let me screen grab some of these, throw them on our mood board, and let's see what I have next. I don't even remember. It's a surprise to me too. Oh, okay, so we're moving into home goods now. I love a good secondhand home good. My house is probably filled with 98% secondhand items. So these kind of shops are very exciting to me. This is Mercado or Mercad, Ohio, but they have really cool, pretty high-end items for really reasonable prices, I think. So one of the pieces that stood out to me recently, let's see if I can find it, was this little mid-century leather bank. I've never seen anything like this. Imagine getting this as a gift, whether it's like a housewarming gift, I think is really special compared to just grabbing a candle from Target or something. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I love a good candle. I just love this little snorty. Into the mood board he goes. How do they open it? I wonder. All right, moving on. Oh, this is the account that sparked my idea for this entire video. Virga, I love you. So this is a home goods account, but the pieces that are curated on this feed are just like, it feels like a magazine or something. It is so perfectly strange and high-end and cool. I just like to scroll through Virga to just get like visual stimulation and to make my brain feel happy. Look at this thing. Space Age magazine rack by Emporium, Italy. Yes, it's like $200. No, I have no intention of buying it. it is already sold, so I guess we don't have to worry about that. But it's just such a cool, special, one-of-a-kind piece. These little rounded balls on the feet and the roundness of the actual rack. It's so cool! These were wire glove stretchers. That's a cool vintage thing that I didn't know existed. But imagine if it was like your necklace holder. Like you hung that from the wall and then clasped your necklaces on the fingers. Should I make that? We all know my fatal flaw is seeing cool things and being like, I could do that. My hubris knows no bounds. But I just am obsessed. I wish my whole house was filled with this kind of stuff. So weird, so cool. Love you, Virga. I agree, Hoosie. You literally have the best stuff. All right, what am I gonna pick for my favorite item? These. I really, really wanted this. If I were a set of drawers, this is what I would look like. On to the vision board you go. Come on. All right, moving on. Goodbye, Virga. I will scroll you later. Would you believe it? My camera died. Where did we leave off? Where did we leave? Oh, it's time to part. E-time. I really love the almost cute nature of the items on this page. All of these pieces almost look like they could be in Pee-wee's Playhouse. Like they could have googly eyes on them and have a face. I think I just unlocked why I like this page so much. It's because all of the items feel like a little critter. It's functional, it's young, funky, fresh. I really love this. I think this is my favorite thing on this page. And again, my brain is like, I could do that. And you know what? Maybe I will. I think I should probably start a series on my channel of all the things that I'm like, I could do that, and we'll see if I fail miserably or not. Even if I'm not successful, it would be very entertaining, I think. All right, let's see what other home goods we have. Oh, Shy JPEG. I specifically really like the mirrors that have been made recently. There's one that I wish I had known about. Oh, wouldn't this have just been so good for me. Lots of cuteness going on here. Perfect little birthday gift to get for a bestie, your favorite rat girl in your life. The clown hand mirror is definitely going on my vision board. Perfect. We've got Evie Mae Adams, or maybe it's Evie. I think she's British, so maybe it's Evie. Evie specializes in clay work with really beautiful illustration and kind of monochrome palettes. I'm very drawn to this kind of celestial vibe, but also I really like her fish. Seeing this almost like graphite-esque illustration style on clay is not something that you would usually see, so I just find this very interesting. Mr. Sparkle! Oh my gosh, I already like this. Homer-themed home goods. We need more of those in our lives. That's going on the mood board. 2023 will be the year of my Mr. Sparkle glow up. Watch. Oh, I think this is the end. I saved the best for last, or at least the most inspiring to me for last. So this is Lane Walkup. I think I first learned about this artist because I saw her wire floral arrangements, and I just thought that that was such a cool, fun twist on something very mundane. But then she's also got headpieces. She's also got mobiles, lampshades. She also has a shop. So you can get a little piece of her inspiration on your bumper, baby. If this is a little too spendy for you, around Christmas time, she had ornaments, which I thought would be a really nice gift for someone for the holidays, if they're into this kind of thing, or this tree topper. How sweet. I'm not gonna lie, I almost bought one of these this past Christmas, but I pussyfooted around too long and then they sold out. Look at this. It's incredible. Ooh, what's my favorite thing? We have to pick. Since the vases were the first thing I learned about from Lane, we're gonna add those. Bada bing bong. And here we have it, my completed roundup of my favorite things from my favorite secondhand / small business creators right now. Of course, I will link them all down in the description box if you want to check them out, if you saw something that struck your little fancy. I'm very surprised that I did not impulse buy anything. Not saying I won't before this video goes live. Now, like I mentioned at the start, I asked y'all for suggestions for secondhand and small businesses on Instagram. So here is a little rundown of some of the options that I heard about. In the secondhand realm, we've got Familiar Folk Shop. I love these little folk art whimsies. Oh my gosh, I might have to buy one of these. I want it. I want it so bad. We've also got Alt Space Curated and Amo Domus. These are great for more high-end or curated home goods. Sylvia Zamora has lovely vintage, and also her family runs a vintage store in town, so if you're in Columbus, go check it out. We've also got Small Talk Shop, which is also local to Columbus. It's sustainably made, has very inclusive sizing, just is a very good vibe. And finally, we've got Sweet Sue's Vintage on eBay. Sue's is part of the lovely Kathleen Illustrated fam here on YouTube. Hey girl. And has really cool stuff on eBay. I especially love the graphic tee options and this really beautiful vintage Halloween dress that would not fit me, or else I would totally buy it. And maybe someday I will be added to the ranks of secondhand sellers. That day is not today, but I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. I'm not saying nothing. Lips are sealed. And that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I know this kind of talking head, listicle type video isn't my normal thing. Let me know down below if any of the sellers or creators that I shared today really struck your fancy, or if you have favorites that you've been liking recently, put them down below as well. Like I said, this is like my top 10/13 that I've been loving recently, but I have a list of, I don't know, like 40 plus that I put together, so if you'd like to learn more about those, then let me know. I'm happy to do a part 2. Next week, we're gonna head back to the thrift store, I think. That's the plan. So if you'd like to be notified when I post that video, then please feel free to subscribe. If you'd like, I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to keep up with me during the week, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at kathleenillustrated. If one video just was not enough to sate your appetite, then feel free to watch this one. Maybe check out this playlist. I'll leave you to it. I hope you have a great week. I love you. And I'll see you next Sunday. Okay, bye.